Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today's a big day. We've got the hawk all finished. We're pretty proud of this one. It's first time I've ever done a burnt metal bird with a coating. So usually I do a rusted eagle and things like that. But we've been experimenting with different coatings to protect the raw metal and I'll leave that beautiful kind of a burnt image, burnt metal look to it. And so we're going to be bringing it out, show you what we're doing today. We're going to be taking it apart, getting it all wrapped up and put it on a pallet and getting ready to ship. The full process probably took us 3 months. We've clear coated all the outside of it, and then we've used a chemical called penetrol, which is a additive for oil-based paints. And we basically took it apart, flipped it upside down, and got all the oil penetrant down inside of the feathers and on the body and covered everything in a protective coating. So this should be good for years and years and years outside now. There's so many feathers, you don't realize how many feathers you need until you're actually putting them on and making them. And they overlap each other a lot, so when you think that you have lots of feathers to do lots of coverage, the fact that they're overlapping so much uses up all that material, and you end up needing 2 or 3 times what you think you need. And I'm sure Josh is well aware of that now, how many feathers it takes to cover a bird. I'm going to say probably 3 or close to 3,000 or 4,000 feathers total. We have probably 400 or 500 just in the neck and head. It just adds up so fast. It's just crazy how fast they add up. I've never done a bird with heat treatment, so we heat treated all the tips, and the claws are stainless, but the feet are actually made out of steel, and then the claws are stainless, and the eyes and the beak are all stainless, and this is part of their logo. So this mask that you see on the bird is actually part of the Black River College logo, and I wanted to incorporate some of their logo, the look of their logo, into the bird, which was really important in this project. Making the wings at this angle, they slide in and out on round bar, and it makes it really convenient to take it apart and install it. Yet once installed, you can't see where it slips off. The feathers all interlock nicely and gives it that finished look. So like we documented, the beak is so much work. I mean, it's days and days of work just to make the beaks on these birds. That probably was the most technical part of building this bird, is doing a nice beak on it and the layering that's involved and shaping the bird. We've got hundreds and hundreds of hours into it, and now it can be out in the public and people get to enjoy it. And that's what I really like, is I like to see not only the client, but all the people that get to see it when it's installed at the client's location. I would like to do a really big one for the White House, like a big eagle for the White House, I think would be awesome. A big eagle for the US military, a big sculpture on one of the main bases, I think would be a fun project to do. I've done some smaller ones for them, but I'd like to do a real big one. Yeah, Kid Rock's supposed to be a big fan of eagles. It's always hard to explain how I make them. I start with pictures, so I'll get an idea of the pose. So I just look at Google Images. I'll look at eagles, falcons, hawks, whatever I'm working on, T-Rexes, dragons, and figure out a pose that I like, and make sure that the client is on board with, we'll go back and forth with pictures and ideas. I always have to start with the frame. So I start with the frame, I build the structural frame, how the wings on this particular bird, how its pose is going to be, how the wings will separate from the bird, whether they're bolt on or slide in. They can be built in different ways. The bigger the bird, the more strength the frame has to have, or the bigger the sculpture in general, the stronger, more engineering you have to put into the frame. Once the frame's done, then you skin it, and these type of artworks are built from the inside out. So I have to start from the inside and just slowly work my way out. And Yeah, really. I mean, you know, I live, eat, and breathe each sculpture until it's done. I think about it, how to do what, you know, I'm always trying to think of several steps ahead of what I'm working on next. So if you want to see how I build these sculptures, this bird in particular, we have lots of videos on our new YouTube channel. And if you want to see all the other projects that we're building, please check out our YouTube channel and subscribe and give us a follow. Thanks.